friends, welcome back to a new part of Android tutorial. In today's episode we are going to learn about how to implement pinch zoom in Android. So here I use this image for implementing the pinch zoom. So I copy this image. It is a simple JPG image. I just copy that image and paste it into each of these drawable folder. Paste it here. Okay, I just paste that same image on all of these folders, all of these drawable folders. That image name is pic.jpg. Okay, so now go to the XML file. This is the activity main.xml file. There is only one text view is present there. I just remove that text view. We need that image view to display that image for implementing the pinch zoom. So I just start an image view here. First we have to set up the layout for the image view. So Android layout. First I have to set the width. I set the width as wrap content. Now we have to set height of this layout. With height, I make it also wrap content. Now make the scale type for this image view. Android scale type. I using a matrix for adjust the zoom level of this image view, so I make the scale type as matrix. Now we have to set the source for the image view. So Android src equal to, we just use the image on the drawable folder, so use this option at drawable and provide that image name. Here the image name is pic. Okay, so now we got an image view on the layout. We just got an image view on the layout. It's a large image, that's why a portion of that image will appear here. Okay, now go to the main activity.java file. It actually extends the action bar activity. I change it into activity. I change that into activity. Here is a lot of override methods are there. We don't need all these. I just remove the unwanted methods. Okay, so here I am going to implement the pinch zoom in Android using a class called scale gesture detector. So we first of all we need an object of that class. So here I just create an object of that class, scale gesture detector. I provide sgd for that class name, class object sgd. Okay, also we need an object of image view. I name it as img. Also we need an object of matrix class. I name it as matrix. Okay, now we have to initialize all these three objects. So first I just initialize that image view object. It is img equal to, using the method called find view by id method, or the dot id dot that. Okay, I just forgot to provide an id for that image view. Again go to the XML file, provide an id for the image view. Android id equal to plus id. I give it as img, small img. Now go to the main activity. Now here it is img. Okay, you need to cast it into image view, subject. Okay, now I'm going to initialize this object of the matrix class. So matrix equal to new matrix just initialize that object of that class called metrics. So now we have to initialize that scale gaster detector. So we need an inner class. So I'm going to create an inner class, private class. I name the class as scale listener. Scale. I name the class as scale listener that extends scale gaster detector dot symbol on scale gaster listener. Okay, just create that class, and we need an override method on this class called on scale method. So I set that method on scale method that has an argument called scale gas. It is also an object of scale gaster detector class. Here the object name is detector. I just remove this return statement. Okay, so first of all we need an variable for getting the scale factor. So here I am going to declare a variable for getting the scale factor. So it's a float value. I name it as sf equal to detector dot get scale factor. First I just get the scale factor into a variable called sf. Now I initialize that object sf equal to initialize that variable sf is equal to, using the math class object math dot using the function called the max, provide the first scale. There are two arguments. Okay, there are two arguments, and I provide the first argument as 0, 1, 0, 0.01 0.1 float value, and as the second argument I just call that function called that function called math dot call the function called min minimum, and provide, there are two arguments needed. I provide, first one is the scale factor, provide first argument as the scale factor object, and provide second argument as 0.5 factorial value, 0.5 float value. Okay, so I just got that scale factor. I just initialized that scale factor variable sf. Now I have to add this scale factor into the matrix. So here I already declare a variable called the matrix. So now I have to attach this scale factor into that matrix variable. So matrix dot set scale. There is a method called set scale. There are two arguments needed, scale factor in x direction and scale factor in y direction. We provide scale factor for those two coordinates. Okay, I just set that scale factor on the matrix. Now we have to attach this matrix into that image view. Here the image view object is img. So img dot set image matrix. So this is method called set image matrix. Use that method and pass that matrix object. Here the matrix object is matrix. Okay, and finally I return true. Finally it returned true. Okay, so we complete that coding. So now here on the main activity class, I just create an object of scale gaster detector. Now we have to initialize that object. So std equal to new scale gaster detector. First provided content object, now provide that class object. Here the class is scale listener, new scale listener. Okay, I just initialize that scale gaster object. Now we need one more override method on the main activity dot class. That method is onTouchEvent method. It's also an override method. So onTouchEvent, that event name is onTouchEvent. Okay, there is an error. Okay, this is on inside that method. We have to declare it a separate method. That name is onTouchEvent. Okay, just create that method that has an argument of motion event class. It has an argument of that class called motion event. It is an object. Okay, so now we have to set the scale. Okay, now I just use that object std dot onTouchEvent and pass that motion event object into that method. Okay, and finally return true from this method. Okay, that is also some errors are there. Okay, I missed that bracket. Okay, now it is okay. So we successfully complete coding for implementing the pinch zoom in Android. There is nothing to do on the manifest file. Now you have to compile this. You have to build this project and test it on a real device. You need a real device for checking this project because it is we implement the pinch zoom, so we need a real Android device to check this project. So please try this and subscribe my channel now for getting more video updates.